Michael.
Fellas, the old adage, catches win matches. And it came to a head again, well, we gotta say yesterday, right? Because
Mhm.
Kavem Hodge drops a straightforward catch, and it cost us damn near 150 runs or however much that is.
Mm.
Imagine if we had taken that catch, how much different the complexion of this New Zealand innings would have been. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of the Top of Off Cricket Podcast. I am your host, Kevin Henry. And with me, I got my boy them, Walter and Sam. And as usual, we talking everything West Indies cricket, specifically Test match cricket right now. West Indies find ourselves in a hole. We got almost 2 days of bat. The way I look at it is good batting, enough batting practice. You know, run rate matter, you know, strike rotation matter is plain survival.
Match done today, Kevin.
Huh?
Match done today by T.
Well, you know, me say nothing. Here we got again.
Match done today by T.
It's a more coping mechanism, boy.
I know
Let's
you got serious coping mechanism, you know.
Yeah.
You know how much time he's there in the chat talking about me watching West Indies cricket no more? I'm done with West Indies. Me watching West Indies cricket no more.
Hey.
But
Yeah. Stay on, tell me, say, boy, we can draw this.
he
The
just
wall gonna
messaged
stand
me.
up.
He just
The wall
messaged
gonna
me.
stand up.
I gotta call it Job.
Listen,
Job.
Walter, you
Yeah.
brought up a good point about the presence of Alzari Joseph and Shamar Joseph earlier. And I would love for you to tell the fans.
Repeat. Mm.
I would love for you to tell the
I,
fans why you said that.
it's saying, we were dropping a lot of catches. And for the first time, we have it has come back to haunt us. But it shows how good Kemar, Zari, and Jaden Seals have been bowling. Because we have dropped a lot of catches, but no, this is the first time in a test cricket test matches in a while that a team has got away from us and scored a really big some
Yeah,
really big
a ton
runs.
of runs.
Two tons, two big runs. Two players scored two big hundreds on us. And as it says, the commentators did say that dropping Roach and Revenge twice. So I'm not really calling that the Roach catcher drop. But the one from by Kavim Hodge was obviously a straight one. I think my grandmother would catch the with your eyes closed. Mm.
And when we talk about a drop catch and runs, we can't just think about the batter who was dropped, because his presence and his confidence and the runs he put on the board takes the pressure off the other batsmen
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
or
yeah,
the other
yeah.
batters.
Yeah,
You see?
because what's Ratchet was scoring faster.
Yeah. Some points over 100, a strike rate of 100, pretty much.
Granted that we can get to that, Kevin. Yeah.
I once again I watched Johan Lane and what's his name again? OJ Shields.
Shields.
Yeah. And while OJ Shields has given us a little bit of a glimpse into what he can be with more cricket, because keep in mind, fellas, this is first class match number 17 for a 29-year-old man. You understand? So he is still in the infancy of his career, right? There are times when there are good deliveries. There are times when there are pretty awful deliveries. And I think that is where a lot of the pressure got taken off of. And then Justin Graves also didn't come and bowl too well. A lot of the pressure got taken off of the New Zealand batsmen because outside of Roach and Seals to a lesser extent, we had no one to maintain that pressure. Just build that package and keep building on it, right? Sustain that pressure. Because when you look at the Mitchell Starks and the Pat Cummins and Josh Hazelwoods and those guys, Jafra Archer and them guys, you got to be prepared for 15 to 20 overs a day of sustained pressure from each one of them. You understand? And that is what was lacking from us last night. So Rachin Ravindra had no pressure. He was swinging from the hip. Tom Latham was just enjoying, as Jeff Boycott would call it, buffet. Buffet bowling, And them men scored 300 and something runs yesterday. 300 and something. That's a lot of runs.
So past what we think they would have gotten to.
Exactly.
But nicely put, because where they are now is as if mathematically it's near impossible. I mean, if we really want to do the maths, one can say, well, look, if you score 36 runs and over, of course you could make it, right? But we're not going to those extreme in terms of mathematical possibilities, right? So yeah, they were clearly looking to score quickly, because again, you don't want to leave anything to chance, right?
Yeah.
And Ravindra, over the last few test matches, he's been doing decently well in terms of strike rate and what have you. I mean, what he did last night was on another level, but if you check his past scores, it's up there, 70, 80, 60.
Whenever Rachin Ravindra scores 100, it's a big 100.
Correct. A quick one, right?
We got to keep that in mind. And I was afraid. I was afraid. Once he got going, that was my fear, that if Rajendra gets away, it's going to be a big 100.
Yeah, it did, because it won. We dropped him on before he got in, and then we didn't, as you said, you guys said, we didn't have that sustained pressure, and again, that's where Sammy went wrong, because I am losing. I prefer lose with experience.
Yeah.
Right? I prefer lose. It's not that I don't have anything against, as I said, we are playing OJC because of that X factor of pace. There's something there. Like you would see they would pick somebody quick, but there is nothing there. There is something there. Like I see. There's something there. I mean, for me, we don't run the cricket thing all around with OJ Shields, right? There's something there with Mr. Lane, but he's still, but he's not ready. He's not ready to be. Johan Lane is not ready to be in a West Indies team setup.
No, and Darren Sammy has got to make peace with that. He's got to reconcile with that.
He's not ready.
The young man is not a Test cricketer yet.
He has stuff. He
has good stuff. He has good stuff for first class cricket right now.
Yes,
understand? That's what I see it as. Now, can he sustain, like I was saying earlier, put a package together for 6, 7, 8, 9 overs of just sustaining a line and length? 4 or 5 balls out to the over in the same general area. Can he do that? And he's not there right now. When you look at if he was to look at his pitch map for these 2 innings, you're just holding your head and you're going like this, because it's all over the place. Down the leg side, wide outside off, straight, short. You got to pick something that you want to do, something that you know that you're good at, and work right there. And you can build from there later on. But something else that we got to talk about that I wanted us to talk about tonight is, and we spoke about it earlier up in the year before Australia came, the experience, the know-how of Kemar Roach. What happened this morning? Those 3 wickets that he took quickly. You understand? That is sheer know-how. That's me been around the block so many times. That okay, cool. Nothing ain't going we way. Nothing went we way for most of the day yesterday. All right, cool. I'll come back today, and overnight I figured it out, and I come back, and here we are.
Fellas, I want to go back and I can talk about the Kemar point that you made, and I agree with it 100. As we can say, Sammy, Kemar Jedi Roach. Right, we can go back. we can get to him just now. Why I think Sammy and them are not, they've made some mistakes about pushing Johan Lane. You said something that made me go and look at some stats. And we needed on that pitch, because you talk about Folks is the New Zealand pacer Zach Folks. As he said, he's not quick,
No,
but he's steady. For this tour, again,
hold
and
on.
this,
Let me put something out there. Most of his deliveries are around 124, 125, 126. He rarely gets above that.
good,
Yeah.
good. So I'm gonna call for this particular tour, and that's why sometimes I for the years that I'm following West Indies cricket, and Kevy and Sammy, and we've been having these conversations since we was children with Gregory and a whole lot of us. If I am picking West Indies team, and you are laying in the first class season, I ain't calling Ronaldo Ali Mohammed a fast bowler. I ain't calling he a fast bowler at all, right? I mean, he ain't ready yet for them. Johan Lane. But two people that we had, you know who I think, any one of them, along with Mr. Phillips, would have done, I think would have done decent on this tour, way better than Johan Lane. Marquino Minor, Akeem Jordan. In terms of better than Johan Lane.
Yeah, I would have gone Akeem Jordan.
Right? Given the fact that Akeem has been playing in England and in these kind of conditions, right? And Marquino is not a bad bowler, right? He's a hard worker. So in this particular, all we need is the same thing that just somebody who could hold, as you said, spot bowling. I don't have a problem with the OJ Shields pick in this because of that X factor pace, and I would bowl him always in probably no more than 4 overs per spell, just to give me something, right? Try get a Yorkie in, even if you get me some full tops, we could protect him. It's Test cricket, but in this particular series. If you carry Mr. Phillips, you have to play him. And you cannot play a Johan Lane because he's exciting. West Indian players, mature, 28, 29, 30 something. Sometimes as late as 31, you could see our players getting better. Right?
Lack of cricket.
Lack of cricket. And that is a perfect, that's the example. So going back to Roach. And we've been saying this for months, and we've been saying this for years, just talking amongst ourselves. We got rid of Roach. And it's only because of that what happened, injuries. That's why Roach is out there. That is why I'm saying, again, people like Darren Bravo and them should not be out of West Indies cricket team until they retire. And that is what I'm saying. And goes back again. I got a cuss for 15 seconds. That is the bad-minded nature of West Indian selectors and people. I done. Yeah, continue.
You know, Raymond Butler made a very good point in one of his comments, and he spoke about West Indies getting rid of Dowrich, Blackwood, Bravo, Bonner, Craig Braithwaite, Kyle Mears, Jason Holder, and Kemar Roach. In terms of the batting averages, all these men had averages in excess of 30. And we got rid of them for men who are now averaging 25 and below. Right? Kyle Mears has a very good test average, bowling average. Whenever he's called upon to bowl in test cricket, he does fairly well. Right? So it's a thing that West Indies do a lot. It's something that we do a lot. We got, and I agree with Raymond Butler with that point, right? Players averaging in their 30s, and we got rid of them because in we mind, in the context of West Indies cricket, is not good enough. But we got men struggling to average 20. We got men struggling to average 25. If you look at most of the teams that are doing well, their top orders averaging 35 and above for the most part. You understand? You're not going to win. You're going to win test matches here and there if you're averaging 25. Our collective test average for the last couple of years was like 20 was around 25 actually. For the last test cycle, I think it was. And you're not going to win anything like that. And people screaming about progress. People saying that West Indies team was progressing under Andre Kohli. I beg to differ with that because winning a test match here and a test match there is not progress. Not in my view, right? Not in my view. Now, if you won a series here and a series there, I would see that as progress. Not a test match here and a test match there. That's my take on that.
I was speaking to one Dr. Carr where we were chatting. And I told him, I said, we get it bowled by T. I just being ridiculous, but we losing the game. And he said, if West Indies draw this game, he needs all three of us to apologize to him live. He said, as a matter of fact, the thumbnail better read, stay on, we apologize. Stay on. I know for sure being apologizing for you.
Boy,
Yeah, why I know for sure. Yeah, why do I could depend
there's one apology you won't mind making, though, right?
But I know for sure we're seeing it's my team. I get sleepless nights, so them I tired. I tell you, this with cricketing, I driving home, and anyway, I don't talk this thing, but these people is making me some sleepless nights. You know what I mean? And I hope the people them know that we as fans, you know, like we've been around. We's not run by just bandwagon people, right? And when we talk, we speak for a lot, and there are thousands of us or millions of us around the Caribbean and around the diaspora. We love our team. For me, as a historian, I don't see West Indies as just a team. It's the one and only unifier of us as a Caribbean
the West Indian people.
Of how, even in its very flawed
state.
And it has always been in a very flawed state, even when we were on top.
Yeah.
And I see myself, because as a historian, we are the same people, just dropped off on different places. Right from United States, go straight down to the bottom of South America.
Different ports. That's all it is. Different ports. Sammy, you're the happy for make this thumbnail, man.
You know, I get no way. Talk your point, Sammy. Talk your point.
I mean, look, the last time Roach had a 5-4 was at Centurion in 2023. February of 2023 is almost 3 years ago. Now, part of the story has to be that he's had some other good people bowling with him, right? Those people are out at this time, and that allows him a chance, right? But again, I'm still happy for him, and it says that he can still do it.
Yeah.
You see?
And we
And I
get rid
think
of the man.
it just vindicates the lamentations of us three on that Australia tour. There's no reason, none, for Roach not to have played at Bridgestone. You see?
At a
And to be
minimum.
given his flowers.
At a
And to be given
minimum.
his flowers. Yeah, at a minimum. At a minimum, of course. And give his flowers at that time. Let me Motley come and do whatever. We're not telling him to retire. We're just saying thanks at Bridgestone.
At home. At his home.
At home. It's like sometimes I wonder, wait, some basic things we don't do in this region, you know. And let me be clear, you know, he was justified being in the side. I'm not saying that, oh, we just putting in there to put a medal around his leg.
No.
I'm not saying that. Right? So that's my comment for tonight. But for this match going forward, my concern is what's going on with Hope. Have you heard anything about Hope?
So he's back on the field. He's back on the field. Yeah, he's back on the field. Right. He seems to be feeling better because he was off the field for 120 minutes yesterday, the better part of 2 hours. So once he came back on the field, let me back up. He would have had to in order for him to bat, he would have had to let 120 minutes elapse or bat at 5. Right. So he came back on the field. So the longer he spent on the field, that time reduces.
Got you.
Right. So that was that.
But I missed that part. I wasn't sure what was going on with him. Yeah. Okay.
So we know you gotta go. We're gonna wrap it up on this. We got just more than 5 sessions to bat. Right? Just over 5 sessions to bat. I don't. This is a perfect opportunity for some men to get a knock. You understand me? This is a perfect opportunity for some men to get a knock and really get some preparation for the other 2 tests. We're accustomed to playing 2 test series now. So this is we knock for the 2 test series that coming up.
This is we proper warm up, man.
This is we proper warm up. Not the thing where we had the other day, right? This is we proper warm up against proper opposition, world-class opposition. So this is an opportunity for Chandapal to stay there and capitalize, for John Campbell to really get into the swing of things. Yeah. Martinez to fix whatever the nonsense he did in the first innings, right? Chase and Graves to remedy that nonsense that they did in the first innings. And not only that, the pitchers mellowed out. Right.
I saw in that just one comment in that session. I saw where at one point Chandapal walked further across the stump to play the ball leg side. You know, to give himself a little more room to, because look, he's not gonna put away that leg side shot, but you know, giving himself that room, I guess it helps, changes the trajectory and everything, and puts him in a better position to play. But, so that was a good side, or one of the things like, all right. Fine.
John Campbell looks a lot more settled. He looks a lot more settled in the few overs that they would have batted. He looks a lot more settled. He's playing the ball very straight. I've seen a few straight drives from him, right? His judgment outside off looks a little better.
Right.
I think he's only had 1 nibble that he missed. But he's getting across the off stump, judging the line, judging the length, letting it go. And that is what was required in the first innings. Especially that early when the conditions are still quite fresh and the ball is doing a whole lot more than it is doing right now. because the sun is out. A couple of days ago, it was, kind of gloomy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like I said, this is a good opportunity for some men to get a knock in. Really, really good opportunity. And I hope they take the chance.
Yeah.
Right?
They give him water, headache, water. Water the stinking tea.
Here, Wappin. How much West Indies had to score against Australia in 2003 for win the game?
408.
480, right? We got make 500 and where's the
511 more, I think.
531 is the target.
But we need 511 more.
Yeah, 511 more, right? Like I said, this is a good opportunity for some men to do some things and see how far they can take it.
Right.
If West Indies win this test match, right? If West Indies win this test match, we should give them men the status of Clive Lloyd.
Because they would be doing what Clive Lloyd and them didn't do.
Exactly.
This test match alone, they should be the greatest West Indian team ever assembled.
Walter, later for y'all, right?
Well, folks, I tell you what, y'all know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, let me chop it up down in the comments. Let us know what y'all think is going to happen for the rest of the game. What are your thoughts on? It's a good opportunity for the men to get a knock in. What are your thoughts on Kemar Roach performance in this match and Sammy leaving him out in previous test matches? We're gonna catch y'all later.
All right.